Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I've got a couple of beers to talk to you about. Well, a couple of beers that are the same beers, but they're not the same. Now, I was listening to Ale and Radio a while back, and they do what's called Brews Round. Everything has a beer theme around it. And in Brews Round, they mentioned about St Austell's Brewery bringing out an alcohol-free proper job. And they went into like a description about it, which I can't remember, but I've got all the information here. So I heard about this on Ale and Radio, and I thought I've got to check this out because I really like Proper Job. It's a little bit like Jaipur. It's a stable IPA. It's a really nice, stable IPA. And I love Jaipur. I love Proper Job. I've got probably some double Proper Job in the fridge as we speak. So anyway, I've been looking out for it, and I finally got one. So here it is. I've got this in Morrison's. Now, here's the funny thing. So it's a lovely blue sort of label. I think quite a lot of the alcohol-free beers are blue. Now, the reason it says 0.5%, I've been told by brewers that they cannot actually put 0.0 because there is live yeast in the air. They can't guarantee it being totally free of alcohol. But it is basically alcohol-free. And then here's the real one. That is the Proper Job. So what I've got, what you can't see here, is I've got my beautiful assistant, which is, and I'm very nervous because she's there looking at me, and I normally do this on my own. My wife is here. She doesn't want to be on camera, but I really, really want to find out how good this is. If I was to pour this out and compare the two together, I would definitely have the thought in my head not against this, but knowing that this is the one. So what's going to happen now, I am going to take the camera away out of the Spencer Arms and waffle on for a second or so while my wife pours these into two separate glasses, and she's going to mark the glasses so she knows what's what. Then I'm going to drink them as a blind test. I'm going to try and figure out which one is which. I'm pretty convinced I will hit that nail straight on the head. Because most alcohol-free beers are quite obvious, but I've heard this is very good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to briefly pause the video or stop the video, message my wife to come down, start the video again, tell her which one I think it is, and then we'll go from there, see if I'm right. Right, okay, so I'm going to put them there. I'm going to leave it with my wife. I'm going to go out of the Spence Farms. It might get a little bit dark because it is dark outside. And I'm going to just nip out the way while she pours these beers. So, like I say, I'm going to proper get out the way here and stand out here. And she'll hopefully come out and tell me. So, yeah, alcohol-free beer for me. What is it? It's like one of the best alcohol-free beers that I know is Guinness, really. I think Guinness is probably the best alcohol-free beer out there. It actually probably is down to the roasty sort of flavours, and the way they do it like a cold filtering, which I believe is something to do with like freezing the beer, and then the alcohol doesn't freeze, and then they can extract it through a filtering system. I'm not sure, but anyway, Thornbury's do quite a good, they call it zero, I believe. That's not bad, but without being rude or anything, I feel that sort of like, you know, alcohol-free beer is almost like having sex without the orgasm, if you know what I mean. It's like you've got the real thing, so as you drink the real thing with the alcohol, you're getting the orgasm, aren't you? You're getting the buzz, whereas the alcohol-free one, you're just drinking it and you're not really getting the buzz. Right, they are poured. Anyway, that was, if my wife heard me saying that, she'd be telling me off. So they are poured. I'm coming back in. She's going back up the house, and I'm going to drink these. Oh, now I have to say, Mrs. Spencer, excellent pour. Thank you very much. She generally is mute when it is on here. Wow. So let's have a look at these two beers. So you definitely know, you've marked these up proper with a pen. You know what it is. Right, where have you marked it? It does mean underneath. Okay, right. So basically, how she's marked it, she's got an O and an X.
Star.
Oh, a star. What's the O then? An O. So she's marked it as an O and a star. Right, let's have a look at this. Now, like I say, crikey, straight away, They are both looking very. No, she's mucking about in the fridge here, like getting a stout now for herself. But like she won't stand up and chat. So anyway, this is supposed to be a proper beer chat, So I'll probably have to cut all that out. But anyway, Mrs. Spencer's getting herself a well-earned stout for that. So right, let's just have a look at each beer. Right, so O to me is looking probably the head is. I'm going to write down as I say this. So just purely by looking at the head on that, compared to the head on that, oh, crikey, I'm going to say that possibly, without looking, just on appearance, because I think she's waiting for me to say it. I think O is the alcohol-free one, right? So I'm going to put that as as she's buggered off now. So straight away, just by the look, because this head on this one looks more active, it looks more compact, it looks more together. But then again, at the same time, it almost has, so this is X, it almost has like a strange look to it. Whereas this one on O, it looks less of an active head, but almost a bit more real. But I just think because of that, I'm going to say, as an initial appearance, that O, this one, is the alcohol-free beer. They look exactly the same. I cannot tell them apart. They look exactly the same. The only noticeable difference, and they were poured pretty decent, is the head. Right, let's have a nose in it. Ooh. Well, that is definitely got some good aromas. Now, the thing is, with an alcohol-free beer, in order to sort of bamboozle you, they can up the hops to compensate for that. Normally, you'll have big hops, and then it's balanced by the malts. But if you've not got that sort of like alcohol-y malty taste, you can, and it's more like that sweet alcohol-free taste, you can bump that up. Now, I really hope, oh my God. Right, on smell. Oh, bloody Nora. So far, St. Austell, so far, so good. You're messing with me. Bloody hell. Sorry for swearing. I know it's only 10. Wow. Oh, right. Right, so I'm going to say again, O on smell. So I'm going to put here, look, 2 on smell. O is the alcohol-free one. This is the alcohol-free one on smell. Because the reason I say that is because even with the hops, I got a little bit of a malty balance in this. So far, that's 2 saying the O is the alcohol-free one. So even if from appearance and smell I'm wrong, that just shows you straight away what's a good job. Right, so I'm going to drink what I believe to be the alcohol-free one first and see what I get. I'm almost convinced that when I drink them side by side, I will be able to tell which one's which. Anyway, I just want to say I promise you faithfully, I don't know nothing. I've got no reason to. I wanted to do this for myself, and if you enjoy it, that's great. I've got no reason to do it any other way than what I'm doing it. Right, I'm a bit nervous. Cheers, everybody. Cheers. Right. And this is one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. Because if you put the alcohol-free beer in front of me and against the next one, as soon as I picked up the alcohol-free one, I'd have it straight in my head It's alcohol free. You're going to taste it's alcohol free. You're going to know it's alcohol free straight away. Right. So what I'm going to say is, without even tasting the other one, this is the alcohol free one. Oh, so I'm going to write that down now. On taste, right? So glass O, and I'm really glad I picked this one first. I really am, because I wouldn't have wanted to, if I'm right, I wouldn't have wanted to taste the alcohol-free one afterwards, because I think that would be an injustice to it. But yeah, that now. Now let me just read you this. So, like I say, I heard it on Brews Round on Airland Radio. So, our properly crafted low-alcohol IPA is here. Launching in mid-October, so we're here. We've been perfecting Proper Job 0.5 IPA for over 2 years now. That's what I heard. In that time, we've meticulously... Oh, my God, I can't get my words out. Sorry. In that time, we've been meticulously tweaking the recipe to create an authentic low-alcohol IPA. Proper Job 0.5 IPA is brewed with Cascade, Willamette, and Chinook hops. The hops in Proper Job, the same hops basically, giving those signature citrus, grapefruit, and pineapple flavours in a clean and crisp low-alcohol version. Now, there is, if you search introducing Proper Job 0.5% IPA, you'll get the information. So let's not bark on about that. But basically, they've been 2 years in the making. So I wanted it to be good. Now, I think if this is the alcohol-free one, which I'm sure it is, I can tell you now, I am getting some malty taste. If this is the alcohol-free one, it is really good. I'm really hoping that when I drink this, because I'll actually be gutted if this is the real one, because I had it down. The mouth feels good. Oh my God, the mouth feels good. You are getting that great. You're getting that grapefruit, little bit of grapefruit bitterness. That sings to this, not over bitterly, but it's nice. There is a sweet malty taste in that. Now, normally, like I say, with alcohol-free beers, you get just almost like an added sweetness in there. It's almost like having sugar. I don't have sugar, but I used to have sugar in my coffee, and then you have sweetness, and it's just not the same. So that and it's leaving a lingering. Right, let's try this. So this is sat here, and it's not dissipated. Now. See, now I'm swirling that round. Now, there's a lot more going on with that. There is a lot more. If I'm wrong, then this, yeah. If I am wrong, then this just proves two things to me. One, that they've done a stonking job that can fool me. And two, by not actually pouring them out and not knowing what's in the glass, truly does take you off the scent. However, by appearance, I voted that one 0. This is the star. Oh yeah, it is a star actually. I voted star as the real one. On look, on smell as the real one. On taste, I can't say whether it's the real one because I'm not tasted it yet. But on taste, that was the whatever. So let's get into this one. The bottom, I can see it now. I can see the body's bigger there. Anyway, right, let's go. Cheers, everybody. That is, without question of a doubt, the real one. Oh, I am 100% sure. Oh, my God. Yeah, I'm 100% sure on that. Oh, that's beautiful. Now, you know, now, this is what I'm going to say now. I'm so glad I did this one. I'm probably repeating myself. I don't get the Speno waffle tagline for nothing, right? If I wasn't drinking that now, if I went out and I took I thought I've never tried this before. Right? And I went out and I took 4 bottles of that and I was drinking that. I would think yeah, that's got the proper job flavours. Yeah, it is. When I drank that, not knowing what it was and thinking myself, oh God, I hope it ain't the real thing. That was packed full of flavour. It had a decent, like almost decent malty backbone to it. It never had them horrible sweetness, horrible crap to it that I really don't like in alcohol-free beers. Let's just have a go again. And even after having that, it still doesn't disappoint. Like I say, sex without the orgasm, sex with the orgasm. Do you know what I mean? It's a natural thing we're talking about there that happens between many people. So that's how I'm trying to say it. This will. Oh, the actual difference is unbelievable. In fact, I'm so convinced I'm right. Oh my God, I am so convinced I'm right. If I'm wrong, I'm probably gonna. If this is the alcohol-free one, I'm probably gonna be drinking this forever because that certainly tastes better than that. But I kid you not, to do an alcohol-free version of your iconic beer, one of them beers that just about everybody in the country will know about, is a brave thing to do, and they've done a stonking job. Yeah, that is by far right. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to drink this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to call my wife back and I'm going to get her. I'm going to tell her that I think this is the real one. And I'm going to hold the glass up like that, O and A, and I'm going to tell her to pick the alcohol-free one up and pour it in the alcohol-free glass. See what happens. I hope she don't pour it in this one. Right, I'll be stopping the video and then I'll edit it back in. So let me just get my wife back down, see where we are. Cheers, everybody. Right, so I've just looked up. I can see her coming down. So this, for me, is just finishing off this bit of glass. That's 100% the right one. With that, I mean, look as well. The 2 glasses look much more clinger on to the glass. Hello. So, basically, on look, I thought alcohol-free one. On the smell, I thought alcohol-free, and then when I tasted it, I thought alcohol-free. And then when I've tasted the Star, without a shadow of a doubt, that is the proper job. So, I am going to hold my 2 glasses up. And I want you to pass me the beer that is in O. Please. She's stalling.
Is this being recorded?
Of course it's being recorded.
Should I show the camera what I've got written down?
Oh, yeah. What have you got written? Okay, so, all right. So, Janie's going to show what you got written down then. Well, do you want to just say it? Oh, no.
No, because it'll be more fun, won't it?
Okay, all right. Let's have a look. Oh, you mean you want me to get out of the way?
Yeah.
Well, you need to come round here then. How can you show it without coming round here? So, what has Janie got?
That's fun, isn't it?
No, it's fine.
Okay.
So, my beautiful assistant actually came round on camera. Right, okay. Don't mess me about now. This is O. I believe this to be the alcohol-free one. Yes! Woohoo! Anyway, that, wrong thing. This, right, is, I've got to say, very, very good.
Can I go now?
You can go now. Thank you very much. Round of applause for Janie. This, right, so this is a proper waffle. because I'm really, really, really pleased. I'm really pleased, number one, that this has been a genuinely true blind taste. I kid you not. Like, everything that you've just seen there is totally and utterly real. I'm the most honest guy you could imagine. I have no gains for trying to be clever and researching and pulling the wool over anybody's eyes. I genuinely, on that look, and I was almost steered away because the actual real proper job, the real one, Star, I mean, even coming out of the glass, you can see, the real one actually almost bamboozled me in the look because the head, as I looked, this one here, the alcohol-free one, almost looked a little bit more lively in the head. You know, like one of them living heads, where this looked a bit more foamy. On appearance, they still look the same. But yeah, now even though I've been drinking the proper job, it still smells good. Doesn't smell overly sweet and nasty. It's still got a citrusy, grapefruity twang. It's still got the hops, and they've not like overdone the hops to compensate for not having the other flavours. The hops are still quite just enough, just well balanced. That is very, very good. Now, I know Jane Paynton, who is a beer expert, an alcohol expert, has tried this beer, and she's rated it quite highly. And I'm going to do the same. I'm going to say, for an alcohol-free beer, other than, like, I mean, don't get me wrong, I really, really do enjoy Thornbridge's Zero. I think I've done an Instagram review on that. But as much as I love Thornbridge and everything, I've got to say that this is better. It's not A-Bing it against Thornbridge or anything, but I'm just sort of saying, out of all the alcohol-free beers I've tried out there, other than Guinness, all the craft ones, I've tried craft ones. I've tried numerous ones, and I've just not brought them to the channel because I just thought it's pointless, because I've tried them and I've thought, nah, even though these are craft brewers doing it, I can still taste that alcohol-free sweetness. I can. And I just think to myself, I'd rather go to a party if I'm driving and just drink coffee, or have one beer, one beer around about like 4 or 5%, one good beer, and then just drink water or coffee all night, rather than drink like the sort of not so good alcohol-free beer. But I think, so I normally take Guinness. If I'd go and I want an alcohol-free night, I normally do take Guinness because I don't mind that. But I'll be honest with you, after 4 cans of it, I still do think, I'm starting to recognise it as not being the real thing. And I'm not getting the buzz from it, like the whole reference to the sex without orgasm thing. I'm not getting I'm just having all this sex, and I'm like, yeah, which is great, but like, I fancy a bit of a buzz, you know what I mean? That has got some sweetness in it, but it ain't that horrible sweetness. It's not. That's really and it leaves you with almost like a malty taste. That, honestly, that's a 10 hours as hashtag Speno want to waffle 10 out of 10 for an alcohol-free beer. And I will be surprised if there's anybody out there that does knock this, because you've got to understand the process of trying to make a tasty beer that is alcohol-free, and a tasty beer that is an iconic beer. It's like, Proper Job is a Proper Job beer. It's a great beer. I love it. So to make an alcohol-free version of something we recognise and know, they could have quite easily just said, we're making an alcohol-free IPA and we're going to call it, I don't know, alky-free or something, or whatever. But no, they've gone, we're going to make an alcohol-free Proper Job. I mean, Ghost Ship, the alcohol-free version of Ghost Ship is quite good. It's very good, but I still think this is banging. It's not leaving that instant beer taste. I always think alcohol-free beers like 3 spoonfuls, instant beer. No, that's great. That's really great. Right, but now let's have an orgasm, right? So we've been having lots of sex there. Lots of sex, and I'm ready for the orgasm now. So I'm not being rude. I'm not saying anything rude or anything. Oh, wow. Oh, yeah. Oh, that really does make you appreciate. I mean, that's really quite brilliant that I managed to just figure out that was the alcohol-free one first by look and appearance. So I drank that first, because if I'd have drank this first, there's no way I would have just said, my God, yeah. That it really makes you realise how good a beer this is when I've just had its sort of like its lesser version of it, if you know what I mean. Like, this has given me all the tastes, all the flavours of the proper job, but less of it, you know what I mean? Less. And then this is really hitting you with the maltiness and the full flavour of this iconic beer. 5.5% ABV. Oh, really hits the spot. It's absolutely delicious. You know, to walk into most supermarkets, even Aldi have this and everything, and get this beer is fantastic. I always, I have so much craft beer, so much different beers and everything else, but I'll always have like a proper job every now and then, or I'll just think to myself, I'm going to get a few supermarket beers. So the Ghost Ship, Proper Job, Jaipur, they're all the stable beers that you go back to and you go, you lick your lips and you really enjoy it. Oh, that's absolutely fantastic. In fact, I tell you what, I can give you an amazing recommendation. Go and get yourself 4 bottles of this and a couple of bottles of this. Drink 2 bottles of this, and you'll really enjoy it. And then jump onto that. Because that is like after you've had the lesser one, that is amazing. And that's a 10 out of 10 beer as well. It's absolutely incredible. Right, anyway, this has been a fun video. This has been a Speno waffle. That has been Mrs. Spencer as well. Pop it on. She'll look back and go, oh, God, I don't like looking at myself on camera and everything else. But who cares, you know? She's part of my team and we're a great team together. So, yeah, if you're watching this and you're going to Sheffield next weekend, which is the 24th-ish, 25th, that weekend, I'll see you there. I'll be there at the Ellen Radio and the Pints of Sheffield takeover. I think it's at the Alder Bar. I'm not sure. I don't really know it. But anyway, thank you, Ellen Radio, for letting me know about this on Brews Round. And thank you, St. Austell's, for brewing an absolute legendary alcohol-free beer. Fantastic. Right, I am going now to send the small 2-minute sort of beer review to Ellen Radio that you can hear. It will go on daily. And I'll see you on the next one. Cheers for watching this very long video. I've been Speno and Mrs. Speno. Cheers.